What is going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. In this video I want to introduce Cypress Android application. As I mentioned in the previous video, there is a smart network option in Cypress application. Now I want to show you how to create and configure these types of terminal and add different devices to the terminal. Let me first explain how a smart network terminal works, then I will show you how to use it in application. Each IoT Wi-Fi device can work in access point or station mode. In access point mode, the device can directly connect to the mobile phone, and this mode would be applicable to send some information to the device to connect it to a specific router or modem, which is called pairing. On the other hand, in a station mode, the device is connected to the router, and the mobile phone can find and transmit data to the device by router. Furthermore, if the router is connected to the internet and consequently the device is access to the internet, then it would be possible to transmit data remotely. Please note that it is not required to know anything about AWS, MQTT, TCP, UDP. I only explain these items to give you a better understanding about how a smart network terminal works in Cypress. Now it's time to log in Cypress application. If you don't have any account, you can create it here. It takes a while to open the main page. Add new terminal. There are several options here, but for now select Smart Network and set a name, for example, Terminal 1. Next. The terminal is created. This is the main page of terminal, but we should first set some network configuration and add some devices to the terminal. So back to the main page, hold the terminal item. In this dialog, it is possible to set an icon to the terminal, change the name of the terminal. By default, the terminal is private. If you set it to public, this terminal would be accessible to other accounts. And select Edit. The edit page of the terminal in here, and you can select add new device. You can set a specific icon to the device, for example this one, and set a name, for example dev1. Set a type, for the device, dev type 1, and the unique ID is created automatically, but you can change it. Okay, graphical user interface should be select here. If you have already designed a GUI for the device, you can select it here. Otherwise, open the GUI page. Currently, Cypress support 6 views, and many more views will be available very soon. And you can design a graphical user interface with more flexibility. These are, for example, on/off, 3-state, seek bar, progress bar, graph, and color wheel. All of these views are fully configurable. Let me leave it like this. It would be possible to change it after the device created. Select the GUI in the list and next. The device is created and a dialog will pop up. Select Gmail. These are unique ID, certification, and private key of the device. By clicking on send, you will have all of these information in your email, and in this way you can copy all of these values to the firmware code much faster. Then open the device edit page. For on/off view, you can set a name for each of the buttons. And when I set the value to, for example, off1 enter, it means that in normal condition, when I click on off button, off1 enter will be sent to the device. It is also the same for the off button, on1 enter. It is possible to change the color of the button. View has a feedback status element. It means that when RN1 is received, the feedback will be blue, and when the RF1 is received, the feedback value will be red. By holding the on/off view, it would be possible to hide each of the elements. And you can do the same configuration for other views. Then press apply. and all of these configuration will be saved. Then open the network configuration. This configuration is common for all devices in the same terminal, and it is mostly related to pairing and finding the devices in the network. The first item means that the access point name of all devices which can communicate in this terminal should be start with Cypress underline Wi-Fi underline something. And to distinguish the devices, a unique ID should be concatenated in firmware side, not in here, and I will show you in the next clip. For pairing, name and password of the router should be sent to the device. SSID prefix and suffix are used to send the name of the router to the device. For example, if the router's name is router 1, the mobile phone send SSID colon router 1 and S to the device, and it is the same for the password. If the password is 123, mobile phone send pass colon 123 and P to the device. In this way, the device can recognize and distinguish the commands from each other, and TCP and UDP communication should be done on a specific port number, which are set to 1, 2, 3, 4 for both in here. The mobile phone should broadcast a command in local network to find the devices which are in the station mode and connected to the router. In here, this command is set to get underline info. In this way, the live devices will respond their own information to the mobile. If the device has access to the internet and is available remotely, then the device will respond their remote scan command, which is ag in here to show its remote availability. All these parameters are changeable, and it is highly recommended not to use these default values in your application, especially in public mode. It is not important to know how mobile phone and devices use these values. I only explain to show you why it is important to set exactly equal values in here and device firmware code, which I talk about it in the next clip. We will use all these configuration in the firmware side in the next video. Okay, great. I think that's enough for this video. If you have any idea or question, please leave a comment here. Thanks for watching. See you soon.